Hi, remember how last week I fixed my favorite shirt? Well, this week we're changing another shirt. I hate the neckline, and I also feel like it's a bit too gray. I want to add a bit of I want to jazz it up a bit. So my idea is I will fold and sew the neckline, and then I will also want to add either at first I wanted to add a drawing, which I think would have been really cute. I know I'm not gonna wear it so much if it's a drawing, and I think I need to be a bit more plain, sadly. I first wanted to draw an architecture plan on it. My best friend and I are obsessed by Aldo and Annie van Eyck, and I've been wanting to make for a really long time one of their plans on a shirt, but I don't think this is this week. I think this week is something else. So I started to draw. I draw very bad. Wait, I can show you. I draw on this book very bad inspiration of what I'm going to do. This is it so far. I hope you're all very happy to see my drawing talents. I think I will add stripes and I think I will make them asymmetric, or I'll try a few things. There's two different ways. I mentioned this in my last knitting vlog. There's two ways that I could do this, either with a crochet or with a needle. I might try both. The needle I never really fully understood, so I think I'm going to try to understand this today. Otherwise, I'll just go with the hook. But I think the hook also is way easier when you just go straight and not when you want to go... Sorry. The hook is way easier, I think, when you want to go straight but up, but not when you want to go horizontal. So I need to try this. But yeah, join me for another video of me trying something to fix my clothes. Hope you like it. Actually, before I do anything, I need to give it a bit of love with this tool and this tool. Because it's not made with good quality materials, so it needs a bit of love. So for the collar, what I'm doing is that I just sew to like the top of it to the seam, if this makes sense. This is the top, right? This is the edge. And this is the seam of the shirt. And so what I do is that I sew the top to the seam. And it looks like this. I also found a thread that was each the same color. And because there's stripes, it's also nicer because I just have to align the strap. And then I take my little needle. Also, this is a needle for knitting. Needle for knitting are just thicker, they don't hurt. And it's way nicer than to sew knitwear, it's way nicer to use these type of needles. And so I just do like this. And I come back. And by doing so, I don't have any seam on this edge, on this side, on the right side. We're back. I started to do the duplicate stitch. I figured out how to do it. Woo, yummy. Very easy. Don't know why I never understood this before. But I'm realizing how much time it will take to do this project, which I don't want another time consuming project. And while I'm doing it, I'm actually wondering if I should just do little patches, like either patches or lines with colors on them. Let me show you. I love it. It's really, really nice. I love these little details. I'm gonna add more patches, but it reminds me of something, but I cannot pinpoint exactly what yet. When I do these crafty things, I do like to watch television or like movies and series or something on YouTube. However, I'm way less. I mean, it's not good that I also watch something because I need to look at this. And so it takes me way more time when I watch something than when I just hear something. So I'm listening to a lot of audiobook on Libby. I always talk about Libby. It's an amazing platform. It's basically a library online. If you have a library card, you have access to Libby. I love it. On Libby, I have access to a lot of audiobooks, which I like to listen to when I do these crafts. But I'm out of books, so can that's why I'm looking for more books recommendation. You can also write podcast suggestion. I'm not in a podcast phase. Don't know why, but I'm in a book phase. So please send me your recommendations. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch myself I'm gonna look myself in a mirror. I'm gonna decide if I want to add more lines. And the places where I want to add more lines, I will just put these little clips. It's made for sewing, but if you don't have this, use anything you have. You can use earrings. I like to use these things because they can clip on, clip off. I use them a lot when I knit because they just slide in and out. But Oops. But yeah, just use anything you have at home. Yeah, so I want to add some here, one on top here, and is there any more? One here, one here, one here, one here. And then I still need to do the back. Also, I'm wondering if I should add blue. I mean, I will do it all and then see if I should add another color. If this is the first time you do this, I would recommend putting something in between, especially for the sleeves. Just use a book, put it in between, and voila. You sure you won't sew the two sides of your arms together. While we're sewing, is it sewing or knitting? Like double. How is this called? Am I sewing or am I knitting? I'm sewing, right? It's just I'm sewing a knitting type. Yeah, it's sewing. It's a needle. While I'm sewing, just want to say thank you to the people who are. I mean, it's a bit funny, but to the people who are watching my videos, I know you're not a lot of people, and that's okay. I just started. But to the people who comment and the people who writes me messages, I'm really thankful because I'm not getting any money from it so far. I got 2 projects from it, which is really exciting. 2 creative projects, which I'm looking forward to. If you ever have a project in mind, don't be shy, please write to me. Or if you're looking for an employee somewhere in Berlin, also call me, please. Looking for a job. So this project is, of course, by myself, for myself. And it can be a bit lonely from time to time. Even though, I mean, my hobbies, I've always enjoyed that they are my hobbies and I'm doing them alone because that's how I find myself back. But it's nice to get some feedback. Like recently, Antoine, I'm not sure if Antoine is watching this. Antoine, if you're watching this, hi. He recently texted me that he bought crochet hooks. And I think this is the loveliest text message you can send me. There's also someone else on Instagram that contacted me to tell me that he made shorts, I believe. I think he's in France and he found my videos through the YouTube algorithm. And he sold himself some shorts, which, amazing, good for you. I also want to make myself some shorts. And yeah, to Marie, who always writes really lovely and funny comments on my videos. If you want to read lovely comments, always check Marie's comments in the description. This woman has such a good humor. And is very, very, very talented as well. Also very artistic. Thank you. J'ai un chandail gris que je porte pas assez. Il fallait que je le répare un peu. Fait que je suis en train de rajouter des patchs dessus. C'est une bonne rêve. Sinon, toi, ça va? Another day, another sleigh. So I did finish sewing all the lines last night, 2 days ago. But now I need to sew in all the threads. I show you. So this is what it currently looks like on the outside, which honestly is kind of a vibe. Could have also be cool on this side, but that's not what I was aiming for. So I need to put all the threads. I need to sew all the threads in and then cut them. Let's go. If you're wondering why I have this there and this there, it's fabric. I bought fabric yesterday and I had to wash it and then dry it. So it's drying on my doors. It's not a new decoration. Also, my roommate is a bit done with me drying fabric everywhere in the house. Yeah, I'm almost done with the first side. Also, I just woke up. That's why I look like this. And I sound like this. But almost done with this side, then I have to do the other side. Woo!